You're listening to the Unstoppable Teen Podcast, episode number 21. Welcome to Unstoppable Teen, the podcast for teenagers, parents, and teachers. My name is Kevin Mincher. Every week, we will bring you an inspirational person or message to help you experience more success and happiness. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's get this party started. Hello Unstoppable Nation, it's Kevin here. Welcome to the show. All around the world, people are getting ready as I record this for you. They're getting ready for the festive season, all kinds of celebrations, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah or something else. A lot of people have got time with friends and family to look forward to. And so I thought it made sense that we could do an episode all about how to be happy during the holiday season. So go on, tell me, what is it that makes you happy at this time of year? Is it hanging out with friends and family? Is it listening to music and dancing at parties? Is it playing different types of games or sports? Is it the gifts that you receive? What is it that makes you happy? Well, if you said the gifts, think again. I want to share with you in this episode some research that I discovered recently about what leads to happiness. Of course, we all like receiving presents and getting gifts and tearing off the wrapping and seeing the surprise that's inside. But oftentimes, that can be a short-term version of happiness. What is it that really leads to that deep feeling, that long-term happiness? That's what this episode is all about. A couple of years ago, I watched a video on YouTube. It was produced by an organisation called Soul Pancake. I'm going to make sure I provide a link to the video in the show notes to today's episode. You'll be able to get those at unstoppableteen.com/21. It's episode 21. That's where you'll find the show notes, and that's where you'll find a link to the video I'm talking about. The video was all about the science of happiness. And what is it that really makes us happy, joyous, enjoy our lives? Of course, in the modern world, we get bombarded all the time with adverts that compel us to want to buy things. I know that there's been times in the past where I've thought, no, I'm far too intelligent to be persuaded by this television advertising, this internet marketing to make me want to buy things. But there's a reason they spend billions of pounds and billions of dollars on adverts. Frankly, they work. And if you keep getting hit with repetitive messages about certain things, sooner or later your unconscious mind starts to want that thing. And of course, when we open up our wrapped gifts and we pull off that bow and get inside and we find, the latest phone or gadget that we wanted, the latest computer game, some new clothes, it might even be a card that contains some cash so that you can go and spend it in the January sales. I don't know what you've asked Santa for this Christmas, but whatever arrives might give you some short-term joy. But what was in this Soul Pancake video really identified a deeper cause of happiness beyond that shallow materialistic stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to receive presents as much as anybody else. I think the older you get, and this sounds terribly patronising and condescending, I know, but you probably discover for yourself that the older you get, you actually end up having more joy from giving other people gifts, especially when you see their face as they open it up and they see something that they didn't expect you to give them, but it's something that they really wanted. I love that, and I can't wait for Christmas Day to come around. I don't know what you're going to be celebrating, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, or something else, but on Christmas Day, when I get to see my little nephews and around that festive season, when I see my godsons opening up their gifts, it makes me feel so good inside when they start playing with their new toys and having fun and enjoying things. But the Soul Pancake video showed that there was a greater, deeper source of joy than gifts that we might receive. And that is gratitude. In other words, there's been lots of research that's been done to show that People who have gratitude, who feel appreciative for what they have in their life, tend to experience more happiness than people that aren't grateful and that just take things for granted. So here's what I'd like you to do. Close your eyes. Don't do that, by the way, if you're driving right now or riding a bike. So long as you're in a safe place. Close your eyes, and I want you to think about somebody who helped you this year. I want you to think of somebody who's influenced your life, perhaps more than anybody else, this year. I want you to pull that image of that person into your mind's eye right now. And then what I want you to do is open your eyes, and I want you to write about that person. What is it that you respect about them? What is it that you're grateful for from them? What is it you appreciate? What is it that they've done or that they continue to do that inspires you and makes your life better? I want you to write that in your journal or on a little sheet of paper. Go for it. Do it right now. That might be that you can't write that right now because maybe you're traveling on a bus, driving a car, walking down the street or wherever it may be. But the first time you get a chance to write down how you feel about that person and the respect and the admiration that you have and the gratitude that you have, the sooner you can do that, the better. Because then what I want you to do is I want you to call that person and I want you to read what you wrote to them. This is exactly what they did in the Soul Pancake video. They wrote down how they felt about somebody that had made a big difference in their life, and then they called them. Now, maybe you might feel a bit nervous about calling them. So if you don't want to call them, then write to them, send them an email, send them a message via social media, write them a beautiful holiday season's greetings card. But what's important is that you express your gratitude to them. And here's why. In the research that Soul Pancake talked about, they discovered that people who wrote down how they felt but did not make the call or didn't express their gratitude had an increase in their happiness of between 2% and 4%. That's not bad. But here's what gets really exciting. Those people who picked up the phone and called them or turned up in person and spoke, those who communicated and expressed their gratitude and their appreciation experienced an increase in their happiness of between 4% and 19%. That's remarkable. No Christmas gift is going to give you that surge of happiness, because here's what's really interesting. In other research, they found that people who expressed their gratitude had a knock-on effect for 6 months. Their happiness levels were higher for 6 months. People who developed that attitude of gratitude, the habit of expressing their appreciation, experience long-term happiness that far outweighs those gifts, those presents you may receive. It's much deeper, much more special than that. What I also found interesting is that a lot of people say, I don't feel like doing that right now because, I'm just sad, I'm depressed, I feel lonely at Christmas, I hate my life, nobody's going to be here, our family can't afford gifts like other families, I'm not going to have as much in my Christmas stocking as other people are going to get. And they feel down on themselves and down on life. Do you know what the research found? Those who felt the saddest or the lowest or the most depressed that did this exercise experienced the biggest and the greatest gains to their levels of happiness. That's brilliant. You don't have to wait for brilliant Christmas presents. You don't have to wait for a nice gift to come from somebody else to experience more happiness. The easiest way to experience that deep inner feeling of satisfaction and content, happiness, is to go and express your gratitude. There you go, folks. That is how to be happy during the holiday season. It's not about gifts. It's about what you give, and in particular, it's about expressing your gratitude. When you go out of your way to express your thanks to those people who went out of their way this year to help you, your happiness levels will go up. It's magic. So I'm going to provide that link in the show notes. You can go to unstoppableteen.com/21 to watch that soul pancake video. I hope that, along with this episode, inspires you to be more thankful and express your appreciation. If you haven't already, please go and download the Unstoppable Teen app. You can get it for any device that you might be using, and so long as it's web enabled, doesn't matter whether it's from the iTunes store or from Google Play if you're on Android. We've created this app where, free of charge, you can get access to our entire back catalogue of tips and success strategies to help young people, parents and teachers experience a better life. So if next year you'd like to have better levels of fun, better grades in school, better relationships, better health, better confidence, a better life, if you want next year to be the best year ever, I want to encourage you to go and download that free app, Unstoppable Teen. Go get it today, and we'll look forward to working with you throughout next year to make it the best year ever. All that really remains for me to do is to wish you the very best wishes. Have great fun over the festive season, and I look forward to catching you real soon, where we'll help you be unstoppable. Bye for now.